I'm from Jersey, and actually my grandma did shorebird monitoring as an NPS volunteer at Sandy Hook back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, wow.
So it feels very full circle and special and magical to be doing this work now. Part of my role is working with the volunteers that we have in New York to help make sure that they're scheduled on shifts and feeling supported and getting out there. But in this like pre-season time before all our volunteers are trained, I've also been spending a lot of time out on the beach and starting to see what it's like to be a volunteer, and I feel like that'll be really valuable for my experience this summer and how I can help folks. A little bit about the New York City Plover Project. It was founded summer 2021 by Chris Elieri, so it's a relatively new nonprofit. That first summer that we piloted with MPS, there was about 50 volunteers. There's no volunteer coordinator, but those people were out there. We have volunteers that have been returning, so this will be their third year with us, and it's a really great crew of people. Last year, I believe there was about 75 core volunteers, and there was one volunteer coordinator, and he was like, next year you should get 2 volunteer coordinators. So now I am one of 2 volunteer coordinators, and as of right now, we have close to 150 people registered for our training next weekend, which is super exciting to like see this enthusiasm that New Yorkers have for plovers. It feels really special to be a part of like a culture of conservation in New York. There's this like magic of the fact that I was talking to a friend about it. I was like, everyone's carpooling to the beach because they all get to take public transportation. It's like we're all going together. And I think that that's really special to see how these beaches are a lot different than I grew up going to Sandy Hook, and it's a different experience while also still being a part of the same organization. And so it's really special to like see the changes that are happening there and also getting to inform folks about piping plovers. We deal with a lot of the same issues out there with predation. Dogs are a big issue. Strong personalities can be a big issue. A lot of the de-escalation stuff is really helpful to hear, and it's something that I've been navigating myself on figuring out my style and talking to people. And I think that that's a really important piece of it. Is like, it is person to person how you interact on the beach. But yeah, that's a little bit about the Plover Project. Was, I believe, named National Park Service Volunteer Group of the Year last year, which is really exciting. We were written about in the New York Times. We've been getting a lot of awesome coverage, and it's just like a really great organization to be a part of. We do so much awesome work with like Zach and Patty are 2 of my partners with MPS out there, and we're starting to partner with New York City Parks as well to expand what plover nesting beaches we're reaching. So right now we've only been able to monitor the plovers on Gateway, but plovers are nesting all along the Rockaway Peninsula in Queens. So we're trying to engage more like local folks, work with local schools to educate as well about the plovers, and just get them protected. So yeah. That's great. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah.
Where are you training 150 people?
We are going to be in Fort Tilden at the theater there.
Oh, 150 people fit in there? That's kind of what I was looking for.
We're figuring it out. What's that?
It'll fit.
Yeah. It'll fit 150.
I think there's also, if you want to learn more about piping plovers, about people that are in the field studying piping plovers, especially in those areas that Patty mentioned in the other areas of the United States, as well as learning about those individual piping plovers that are banded. There are all of this lecture series, right, on the website that offers a lot of different video content for you to be able to view and learn about all different sorts of things related to the piping plover.
Yeah, Chris has done a couple webinars that are up on our website, so there's recordings of those. One of the banded birds that has been named Clark Kent, it was, he was banded out in LBI. I forget how long ago. Patty, you might know the answer to that.
I think he's about 7.
He's about 7 years old, so he's a Jersey guy too. But we see him now at Fort Tilden. I've been seeing him regularly for weeks now. He's been single so far this season, so we'll see. But yeah, it's been just like a really great organization to be a part of, and I'm really grateful to like come back here today to a place that I grew up spending time and see this group of people that's going to get out there too.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.